It's your boy Ruben Torres. It's the Connected Show. My boy Memo.
What up, what up, what up?
And today we are joined by San Diego hip-hop artist, the real Ray Riley.
When the East get wicked, make the car on the ground. I'm connected, I'm connected.
What's going on, baby?
What up, man?
How you guys doing?
Dude, thanks for coming out.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys having me, man. This is dope.
Dude, so you're one of our first interviews here, and with the setup with the beast Eric Casas.
This is official.
And we're out here doing it.
Yeah.
Is it
the new updated?
Do Better Content Studios, DBC Studios.
Yeah. This is dope, man. This is real official. That was the first thing I said when I walked in. I was like, this is nice. The monitor, the cameras all set up, the different angles, everything is beautiful, man.
And we got some in live studio guest audience.
First guest right here.
We got the family. We got the family.
Yeah, man.
My DJ, my cousin, my tío, my tía.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. We're good. We're good.
It's all family here, man.
Yeah.
I love seeing family come and support each other, you know? That's like a beautiful thing to see, bro. Yeah. Not everybody's like that, you know?
Yeah.
In a world of haters, it's nice to see love and support, you know?
Well, you're always going to get love when you got Mike Ski involved.
I love it. Grateful, man.
Dude, so before we start, I got to get this out and get it off my chest.
Yeah.
So the reason I wanted to get involved in entertainment, just period, music, entertainment, anything, was I don't even know what year it was, but all I know I was going to Montgomery. Now it's called Montgomery Middle, but it was Montgomery Junior High, and this is I want to say it was in the 80s, and I went to a dance, and the DJs there, they were called Brothers and Cousins, and your pop comes out. And they were rapping, dude, like LL Cool J, Run DMC, and my jaw was just open, and I sat back and I was like, "What is this? This is amazing!"
Yeah.
And they were just dudes that were doing it, you know. And I think that was like my aha moment when I was, I don't know what, 7th, 8th grade, whatever it was, but I was like, I want to get into music somehow. I don't know what it was, whatever. But it was seeing your pops like rapping like my hero, you know, like people that I was listening to, you know, and I think that was the first time in my life where I was like, I want to get involved in entertainment and music, whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I want to do what they're doing, you know, because it wasn't tangible, it wasn't real anywhere else. And then I actually seen somebody doing it, and I was like, dude, this is for real. Like these guys are actually making music and rapping, and they sound, you know, legit. You know?
Same for me. And I wasn't even born yet. And now that's the same reason I got into it, man. He inspired me for sure. People ask me who inspired you, who's your role models, and I have artists out here for sure that I look up to, but that was the guy that he's the reason why I wanted to do it. Like my dad, I want to be like my dad. That's so cool.
It's MC Willie Will from the hip hop pioneer group, the Legion of Doom. Which we got Mike Ski in the casa right here.
That's right.
And yeah, I think they were, and I don't even know if you know, but POD has a song, and you know, of course, platinum, multi-platinum song called "Here Comes the Boom," and those were your dad's lyrics.
I didn't even know that.
For real?
Those were really right, Mike. Dude, so
no way,
I didn't even know
dude, have Mike Ski
That's
show
all
you.
new right there.
Have Mike Ski show you.
For real, Mike?
Yeah. And then to take it even further, there was a movie called "Here Comes the Boom."
I didn't even know that. The only one I knew about was the Ice Cube. Used to be my homie, now you act like you don't know me. I think my dad, did he say that too or no? No, I'm tripping in.
Yeah, that was from the.
Calm down, Ray. Calm down.
I'm tripping. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere.
Stick with the boom here, boy.
So it's a.
Sorry about that, Ice Cube.
It's a movie. It's a movie with what's dude's name? James, dude, chubby dude, comedian. He's in all the Adam Sandler movies. But so he's in the movie. He's an MMA fighter, and he would walk out to that song, the POD song. Here Comes the Boom. But there was a scene in the, you know, they're in the airport or something. And Henry Winkler, he was like, we grew up watching the Fonz. And so he's in the airport and he's playing, here comes the boys from the South. That's your dad's lyrics, bro.
That's crazy.
That's pretty crazy.
That's your dad's lyrics.
I didn't know that.
But because Mike Ski was producing all those guys back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so when they were all working together, it was like, oh, I got an idea. Oh, here, let's use this.
That's
And
crazy.
so it was like, boom, here comes the
I didn't
boys
know
from the
that.
South.
That's
and
dope.
then it just blew up worldwide, dude.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
crazy.
So
We need royalties, man. That's crazy. Nah, that's dope.
Yeah.
I had no idea. He
that was
never
a
told me.
conversation from 30 years ago.
That's
But
crazy, man.
So it's just a little bit of hip hop history right there.
That's dope.
San
I
Diego,
love that.
I had
San
no
Diego
idea.
hip hop history.
I love
So we'll get into the present of it, but
Yeah.
so the Legion of Doom, your pops, they were the first ones independently to do anything on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
The first ones to hustle any cassettes, any records, anything into like major stores.
Yeah.
And we were like the little homies, and we were like Mikey's little homies. You know, it was like, hey, Mikey, you go get the little homies to go, whatever. And we'd be like stapling up posters on all the like telephone poles and doing all that stuff, carrying boxes of cassettes into the Sam Goodies in the warehouse and all that stuff. And 92.5 back in the day used to play hip hop, and they were just rocking just all the LOD stuff, dude, back in the day, and it was insane, man. And so it's crazy just to see the generation, like the next generation, like come but be inspired by that. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So it's dope, man, that you're kind of carrying that on.
In the bloodline,
Yeah, no, man. That's the reason why I got started, man. I wanted to be like my pops. It all started really. Music wasn't even the goal at first. Music wasn't even a dream. It was football. Football was the original dream, and then, but music was always there because my pops did it, so I was always fascinated by it. I always wanted to do it. It was always something I was interested in. Then when I got to college, it was almost like as one dream was leaving, another one was coming through the window, so now.
Gus, you get the football pictures?
So you played, what did you start playing football?
Oh, man, since I started playing ball and I was like probably like 4 or 5 years old.
Nice,
So I started playing, as a little kid, man. And all the with football, man, I feel like
boom, right there.
Oh,
that's crazy. Y'all did
4-4, huh?
There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's Azusa Pacific, man. Shout out the class of 2019.
Oh, nice.
Played ball there for 4 years, man. Private Christian University, man. It was dope, man.
What position were you?
Running back, man.
Oh,
running
no
back.
way.
I was running
You're the guy,
field.
huh?
Yeah, man. I was trying to be, man.
Dude.
I was pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie. I was pretty good.
Humble.
So NFL was your goal?
That was the goal at first, man. NFL was really the what I wanted to do. Football was everything for me, man.
Who's your favorite running back?
LT, LaDainian Tomlinson. That was my guy, bro. That was.
What about when he went to the Jets? Didn't it break
I didn't
your
like
heart,
it.
bro?
I didn't like it.
He got a
when he went
Jets
to-
tattoo too, dude.
Nah, yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
That's wild.
It was like,
No, yeah.
I just remember
Bro.
seeing the little monito, like the little action figure on a
Yeah.
bench. You guys ever see that one?
no, what is it?
Oh, did they have, like you have the Jesus one
Yeah,
right there?
yeah.
Like they had an LT like action figure sitting on a
Oh,
bench.
because he was hurt or what?
Just, I guess because they always had him on the bench. I don't know. But it was like,
He
dude,
got
how
a
you
little
going to
injury
do?
prone at the end, but he was
So
a
how
beast
you
for
going
our
to do?
city.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing any moves. He was sitting on a bench.
No,
That's
man.
wild.
Yeah,
That's a good. That's
You
a
can
that's
look-
a
you
top
can look it
running
up.
back.
You can
Oh,
find
that's my favorite player of all time. That's why I play running back because of that guy.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, man. But that was the original dream, man.
Wait,
Football.
so you still a Charger fan?
I'm not a diehard no more. You
I'm
know?
a Charger. How could you not be a Charger? fan?
I'm a Charger, but I'm not a diehard,
Nah.
man. Like I'll put you this way: like if my fantasy team wins and the Chargers lose, I'm okay. You know what I mean? Like my Sundays are cool.
So is it because that's your team, or is it because they're not in Dago?
It's because they're not in Dago no more. So like I said, I'm not a diehard, but it's my team by default. You know what I'm saying? When I watch, it's like okay, like if the Chargers win the Super Bowl, I'll be at the parade. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I'll be there.
Okay, all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
I'll be there, but
Hey.
I'm like I said, I'm not like if they lose or they having a bad year, I'm like,
See,
whatever, man.
because there's those two kinds of different fans. There's
Yeah.
fans that are rooting for home team.
Yeah.
Like I go for anything home team. I'm not even a big sports guy, but I'm just
Yeah.
like, oh, you're from Dago, sick.
That's yep.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
then there's the diehards that are just like, nah, the Chargers are my team, and I'll root for
yeah.
them wherever they go.
Yeah.
I was a
It's like the
diehard.
Raiders.
Dude, Raider fans follow them everywhere, dog.
So it's like
Yeah,
Raider
you
fans
know?
a Raider fan no matter where they go.
Raider,
you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
where they
so
go.
why can't we do that?
So either you're a fan of the city or you're a fan of the team.
So, and what are you supposed to do otherwise? Like, you're supposed to just be like, I had some homies who were like, yeah, I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm like, bro, how you gonna do that?
A lot of my homies are Baltimore fans.
See,
now.
how did that work out, bro?
Yes, I mean, you know.
And it sounds cool right now, but like once Lamar's not there and all this, like we'll see if you're still a Baltimore fan.
This guy's a Seattle Seahawk fan. I don't even know. You never even been to Seattle.
No, never even been. He's all drink a lot of Starbucks, bro. It's okay. That's hilarious, though, man. But
so you're everything about you says San Diego,
Yeah.
and so Chula Vista is kind of your San Diego hub,
Mm-hmm.
but you spend a lot of time in was Riverside?
Riverside
Temecula?
County, yeah, Temecula. So that's where all the adolescent years was at. So I was here in San Diego until I was about like 6, 7, 8 years old. Moved over to the IE Temecula, and that's where from elementary school all the way to I graduated high school. That's where I was at. So
And you weren't even rapping back then, though.
Nah, man, it was all football. Like I was always interested in rap, but it was all football. And then I went to school in LA for 4 years. I moved out there, and that's when I really got introduced to music because I bought my microphone from my teammate, and so between classes, I would be like writing raps and just recording raps in my dorm room.
what's your teammate's name, man? We gotta give this guy credit because one
Shout
day
out to the homie Kevin Knight, man. Kevin Knight was my teammate. He went to a rival high school of mine, and we both went to the same college. So he sold me his microphone. So between classes and practice,
What made you want to buy that microphone, or what? Where did that come from?
to be honest with you, man, I have no idea. There was something in me that was like, man, like I just really want to do this music stuff. You know, like it was just something in me, like I was just so intrigued by it. And I remember I made my first song with him. It was his song and he let me get on it. And I wrote a rap to it. And I still have it. It's on my SoundCloud, man. It's like, I think it's called like Oh Baby or something.
Rate it from where you're at right now, 1 to 10.
Oh man, I'm not gonna lie to you. For the first song ever, it was pretty good. For like the first song ever, I'm not gonna lie. I'll give it like at the time I would give it a 10 because it was amazing. But right now, of course, like when you like now, like I'll listen to it and I just smile. You know what I'm saying? But
That's cool.
What'd your pop say when you told me, hey, I got a mic?
Was he happy?
he was. I'll tell you this. He's the reason why I kept going. Right? Because he gave me the confidence to like when I would make something, I'm like, oh, this is cool, but it's not sounding like these guys. But I would play it for him and he would be tripping. Like he would be like, yo, this shit is dope.
I love it.
And I was like, what? Like for real? And I would keep making songs and he would have that same reaction. And to this day, he says that he would be able to hear something, you know, because when I hear it, I'm like, this is terrible.
Yeah. Was he being honest or was he one of those like American Idol parents like, you can sing and then they embarrass themselves in front of the
he
judges?
tells me, even to this day, he's like, no, man, I could hear certain things that like, okay, there's some talent here.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Because he has, I mean, musically, like, you know, these
Obviously,
guys, they're musically inclined. So he could hear it and go, nah, there's something here.
Yeah.
And I even remember telling him, I was like, nah, man, I kind of want to just focus on football. I'm not. And I remember him vividly telling me, like, nah, man, like, stick with the music. Make sure, you know, I'm not saying to dismiss football, but don't give up on the music. Like, still do it. And I mean, sure enough, now look at where we at.
I seen a picture, or maybe it was a video, but a picture, you guys on your Instagram of you, like you were showing your dad some lyrics or you were showing him a beat or whatever. I was like, dude, that's so dope.
That's so legit.
I do
Get
that
more
with-
of that, bro. Like that's encouraging for many reasons.
Yeah,
That's like
just-
super tight.
Just the father and son
As a parent,
relationship.
that bond is
But
crazy.
The generational aspect of it,
Mhm.
dude, you know, as in the environment that you're in, like, dude, you're around like a wealth of knowledge, bro. Like, within, you know, with Mike Ski and with Will, like, like I still like reach out to Mike and I'm like, bro, like, dude, check out this beat or whatever, and he's showing me his old stuff. Like, we can go hours and hours just talking old, you know, like hip hop music. But just knowing, like, dude, you got this access. I was telling my son's making beats and stuff now too, and you know, and he's rapping and he's doing stuff too, and so I was like, dude, like, you don't understand what's around you, bro. Like, I'm like, Mike Ski's a gold mine of knowledge, like a wealth of knowledge. Like, I'm like, and that's my boy. You should just reach out and just sit and just soak it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you ever get into that aspect where you're talking to your dad or you're talking to Mike and you're just like,
oh yeah.
These guys, it's just like that. Like, how could you not?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, that's literally, I go like, when I make, referring back to that video you were talking about, any song that I make, he's the first person I show.
See, that's so legit.
The first person, and he's straight to the point with me. If it's dope, he'll let me know. If it's whack, he'll let me know. And at first, that used to hurt my feelings. You know, I would spend so much time on a song, and then I would show him, he'd be
crack you.
Yeah, he'd be like, I ain't ready yet. And I would be like, fuck, it would hurt me. But then over time, I was like, I started understanding, like, nah, he's just trying to make sure that I put out the best music possible.
I love that.
It's like tough love. Mike Ski used to do that to us all the time.
Yeah.
You go in the studio and like, Ruben, what do you got?
Trash.
Yeah, no.
Go back and rewrite it.
That's what you want, though, because you want somebody close to you to be honest with you. You don't want a bunch of yes men around you. You know what I mean? I don't want to show him something. Everything is so great. Like, that's how my mom is. My mom is, I love this song. That's how it was in the beginning. You know, my dad was like,
good job, mijo.
Exactly. You know, and my dad was like, nah, man, this is not it. This is not it. But we all have, we have the same goal in mind. Is just to put out the best shit, the best quality music. So
I think kids miss that too. Like, a lot of times they think like, man, Dad, you're trying to tell me what to do. It's like, dude, I'm just trying to help you save some pain here and just go through with it. Like, and a lot of kids, I mean, being prideful, we're just like, I'll figure it out myself. You know, I don't need your type vibe.
But it's cool because like Will didn't give you the participation trophy and just like it was like, nah, we're gonna
earn it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to earn it.
But I think he did it also. I think he did it, looking back, I think he did it in the right way because he didn't do that to me in the beginning. Yeah. In the beginning, it was all
encouragement.
It wasn't good, but it was all from him. It was all encouragement. Because if he would have been like, that's whack, I guarantee I would have been like, yeah, man, I'm done. You know?
Nice.
So he did it to where now that I have a little bit, my skin is thicker than it used to be. Now he's like, all right, man, that's not it. Let's get back and do this, you know? But before, in the beginning, it was all encouragement, which I think now looking back, that's exactly what I needed at that time.
How did the styles change?
Man, I would just say the subject matter for sure. When I first started, I was talking about shooting people and killing and doing all that. He's like, dude, you don't do none of that shit. Yeah. I was just rapping about what I heard though. I was like, yo, 50 Cent, these guys, like I wanted to be this, I wanted to be gangster. And he's like, you're not none of that, man. You go to school, you play football. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Rap about your life and what you go through and, you know, your stories about your girlfriends and whatever it is, man. Like, just rap about your life, but be true to you. And so now I applied that. And then now, you know, like we're here now. Now I
love that, bro.
You know, a fan base that taps into my music when I put it out because I'm rapping about my life.
That's so cool.
You know, I'm not pretending. So it makes it easier too. You know, when I'm making music, it's not like I have to think like,
what would I do if I was a gangster in this situation?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
About me.
The content of it, I think it like goes beyond like generations because like the younger kids can get into it, but the older cats could also be like, oh, this is some sick. Especially like the that one song we're talking about where you got the visuals, you're in the pool.
Yeah, Bring Me Peace.
Bring Me Peace, dude. The lyrics on that, like, oh man, they just resonates. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think it's kind of like, you know, music for the masses at that point. You know
I love that saying. What's the saying again?
Let my purpose bring me peace.
Boom. I love that, man. Hey, that's man. That has a lot to it because right now, especially in today's day, you gotta know your purpose, man. Like, what did God create you to be? You know, and what are you gonna do with it? So it's. Here we go.
Ooh. Yeah, that's the joint, man. That's the joint, man. That one was I was in a really dark place when I made that one, man. So that one really felt like it was almost like a therapy session I had with myself, and I was able to share it with everybody. And funny story about that one actually is I showed my dad that one, and his reaction, I feel like he didn't really like it.
What did he give you? Like,
yeah, he was like, it's cool. And I was like, what? And that goes
your whole heart's right there.
But that goes back to a lot of times we'll butt heads. Like there are a lot of times where I've shown him songs and I'm like, nah, man, you tripping. This is dope. He's like, I don't really like it. And when I put it out, it gets a great reaction. Vice versa, though, there's some songs I don't really love that he really likes, and they get a great reaction. Or there's songs that we both like that don't get a great reaction, right? But with this song in particular, his reaction was like, it's cool. I was like, what? I was like, nah, but this is one of those ones I gotta put this out.
I seen that one everywhere, man. It was like all over my Instagram feed.
Yeah, no.
That people were sharing that one like crazy.
Yeah, I was like,
Holy Talk when that one
was popular
moving,
too.
Bro.
Yeah,
it's about to hit like $500,000. You're like couple.
Yeah, almost there, man. I think it's at like 475 or something like that.
I love this.
Yeah,
we're gonna be talking about this later, and you'll see.
Yeah. But with this joint,
there it is. Right
with this joint now, what he says now is that he stopped being a critic, and he started at this moment. He was like, I was in dad mode because he was listening to what I was saying, you know, and he was almost like worried, like about the mental space that I was in, because he could tell that I was really going through a lot during this time period, you know. So that's his line of his logic now when he's like, I gave it a because I was worried about your mental health. I wasn't trying to be, you know.
He was being a dad.
Exactly.
Where'd you shoot that at?
That was in LA. Shout out to my boy Bryant. We were in LA.
Clean, bro.
We just did a little run and gun. We just got the camera, just me and him, and we went to a bunch of different spots around LA and Azusa. I was in the pool. I was in the water for like 3 hours, man. It was heated, thank God, but it was crazy. My eyes,
wrinkly.
My eyes were burning.
All prunes.
You know, and he was like, "Oh, we didn't get the shot, man. You got to do it again." And I'm like, "Dog, you got to be kidding me." He was like, "You should rap underwater." I was like, "What?" So my eyes were burning and everything, man. But it came out. The product came out. You know, it came out worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, it came out worth it for sure.
When this video came out, I seen it everywhere, man.
Yeah, man. It got a lot of love. I was happy with it, man. For sure.
Nice though.
I appreciate you, man. Yeah, no, it was good reception for sure, man. That was a good one.
So what do you think the state of San Diego hip hop is?
Like I always say, man, I think San Diego has a lot of talent here. I think there's a lot of talent. I'll say for me personally, I think a lot of artists out here, including myself, which I'm trying to do, is we got to do a better job of getting outside of San Diego, so that way we can bring it back. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like a lot of us will stay here because it's comfortable, you know, because it's uncomfortable to go to different areas where people don't really know you and you don't know how your music is going to be received. So it's like, I might as well just stay here and do a show, because I know I'm going to have a couple homies that pull up and they going to like me, you know. So I'd rather just stay here and do my shows in downtown and this area, that area, wherever. But I think, like I said, I think there's a lot of talent out here, but I think we got to do better as far as getting out of San Diego to bring it back in, you know. And I also think we got to support each other, because I feel like Dago is the only place where, you know, everybody is like, nobody really wants to mess with each other. You know what I mean? Like, you go to LA, like, LA artists support LA artists.
Yeah.
Bay Area artists support Bay Area artists. New York supports New York. Everywhere you go. Excuse me.
The Bay Area artists is like, they're so tight knit.
Bay Area, if you go to the Bay Area, you will not hear no other upcoming artists unless you really popping. All the up and coming artists are playing each other's songs out there. You know, San Diego is the one area that I feel like nobody rocks with each other.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's got to change, you know?
Is there a San Diego artist that you want to collaborate with that you haven't yet?
There's one. So right now, there's one guy off the top of my brain that I haven't done yet, that I haven't worked with yet. Spring Valley Ryan Anthony.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
He's dope, man.
Barely see the beach, dude.
He's dope, bro. That's the one artist I would say, if you ask me that right now, that's a collaboration I want. A San Diego collaboration for sure.
Yeah, he's making a lot of noise in the city.
Shout out to Ryan Anthony, man. I'm a fan of you, bro. Definitely. I definitely want to get a song in with him for sure at some point.
I know. I think I've only heard it once though. The song that you did with Sonny from POD.
I didn't do a joint with POD. I
thought I heard a song like, didn't Sonny do a hook or something?
I don't think so. Nah.
I thought I heard something.
Nah, I know him through them, you know, and I've had conversations with them on the phone.
I think even Sonny brought it up to me.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I could be wrong.
I think he did
I think it might have been
a verse or a hook.
It might have been. You know
Mikey,
what?
am I lying?
No, I think you're right. But it was his song, and it was years ago, and I don't know if he ever put it out or if he didn't put it out.
So it's his song.
It's his song. Wait, was it my song? It was so long ago, man. All I know is it never came out. What
was it, Mikey?
I don't remember,
I don't remember. It was a long time, but now that you say that, no, you're right. You're right. I don't remember if it was mine or if it was his, but I just know it never came out. I don't know if it
because
never
he had told me that he did some.
Yeah, I think maybe it was my song because he got it with me early on as a favor, to my pops. It was very early on, and I remember him even talking to me too. I kind of remember the conversation, but I think I sent him "Bring Me Peace," and I think he told me like, man, you kind of rapping a little too like serious, like take it a little bit lighthearted, he was almost like, man, are you all right, bro? It was almost like one of those things, like, hey man, like you ain't got to be so serious, like you can have fun with this, like you can have fun with this too, but he just caught me in one of those moments where I was like, nah man, like this is, but with music, I feel like it's whatever mood I'm in, man. That's another thing about me too, is I have a wide range of music because as I'm a human being, my emotions are a wide range. I could be feeling competitive in this kind of way, and I could also be feeling like I just want to kick it, chill with my girl, things like that, or I could be in an introspective place thinking about life or whatever it is. So,
but it always gives me like kind of some like J. Cole vibes.
That's one of the guys I look up to.
Who are your top three that inspire you? Obviously, your pops and them. All right,
Kendrick.
All right,
Kendrick. Drake. I know they.
Wait. Which one are they? You gotta pick a side.
Nah,
where you at with the beef right now?
Doing that, man. Here's what I'll say.
Where you at with that beef? Since that's fresh off the.
Here's what I'll say. I'm a fan of both, and I love both. If I'm being objective, Kendrick won. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Kendrick won, but I love both of them. They both dope to me. You know what I'm saying? I love it all. J. Cole has been my favorite. I love all those guys, man. I'm a fan of all of them. Have inspired me in their own ways. You know what I'm saying? So those guys for sure.
Would you say you studied or like went out to check out some of the like old school cats? And did you have any inspiration from any of those guys that?
The old school cats, man. I would say a lot of those guys right there. Yeah, that's my inspiration right there, man.
You see that, Mikey?
Who's that and who's that? Speak on it, Ray.
It's my Theo Rob and my pops, man. It's my Theo Rob and my pops. Those guys right there, man. Those guys right there are the the reason why this is all here. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be here without those guys.
That's Willie Will and Robbie Rob right there.
That's the whole crew right there.
Look, there's Mike Ski right there.
Yep.
I was always
nice shirt right there, bro.
the airbrush. I was always a fan of the airbrush.
See, they got the
4 finger rings.
You're talking about the 4
finger rings. Those are the rings. Okay,
the Dookie chains right there. Boom.
What year is this? What year are we looking at, Mikey?
Dude, that was. And you know what? That was taken right there at the apartments, man.
The Vista Terrace.
Inside the laundry.
The Vista Terrace right there.
The laundromat right there in the apartment.
Look like $1 million in a laundromat.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Hey, we took out that picture for one of our things on top of the trash cans.
Yeah,
he told me about that too.
The album cover, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dope.
Yeah, no, man.
We did that shot thing right there with I think it was Rob Bass.
That's dope, man.
That's so tight.
Wasn't that down in IB?
No, this one was in TJ.
And TJ.
Yeah, but see, even down to the fits, man. Like the performances, they take it serious, man. That's something that my pops ingrained in me too, man. Is performances. You want to put on a show,
looking clean.
There it is, man. That's where it started, man. That's the guy. He had that jacket too, and I don't know what happened. That's my Uncle Sean in the back right there too.
You got to remake that jacket, Ray.
He had
the AMPM dancers right there, bro.
I don't know
what happened to all that stuff, man.
Took my jacket.
don't look at me, dude. I would still have it. I collect all the old school stuff.
I know. Man. I wish he had some of that old stuff. Man.
That's cool, man.
Probably Chuck has your stuff, dude. Yeah, we would always go raid Mike's closet and then take pictures real quick and hang it back up.
Oh, is that right?
Dude, but like knowing like that, dude, that's the roots. But when you hear like someone like The Game, he always talks about, oh man, before I wrote this album, I went and I listened to, and he gives a whole list of like these are the rappers. But it was like he went back and studied the old school.
Yeah.
Or apart from hip hop, what else do you listen to?
Apart from hip hop, what else do I listen to, man? I listen to a lot of different stuff. I'm into what's that one cat's name? Leon
Bridges.
Leon Bridges.
I love it. Yeah,
he's dope.
Beyond
man.
that song, Beyond.
Yeah, he has. I like
Crazy.
his song Mariella. That's dope to me.
Okay.
But like the
River,
music like that, music like River.
Soul.
Yeah.
Soul.
I like him. I like
love
him a
that.
lot.
Yeah.
Who else, man? That's the thing. I can't even name these artists, but I'm into the oldies too. I like Frank Sinatra. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. What's the dude? Is it Paul Anka? Put your head on my shoulder.
Old school, right?
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like
oldies.
Yeah, like I'm kind of, I don't know the artist names. I gotta really deep dive. But I bump. Yeah, I'm not always listening to hip hop all the time, man. Because sometimes it's like, all right, I kind of want to just chill. I don't want to be, But
would you say San Diego has its own like sound?
I would say so. I would say from the outside looking in, it's predominantly gangster rap, right? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the dominating genre. I would say out here. I'm definitely outside of that because, that's not the lifestyle that I come from. You know what I'm saying? My pops did all that with these guys, you know what I'm saying? So I was able to, I'm blessed to be able to learn from that, but not have to go through that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I think gangster rap is definitely the dominating genre out here. But I'm, on a whole different side of it.
No, that's cool.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing my own thing.
You mentioned earlier that how football and hip hop have some in common right there. What were the similarities?
I would say, man, the mentality of it, man, and the work ethic of it. Going back, when I started playing ball, me and my boy Darian, shout out to my boy Darian, we were training since we were kids, man. I think to this day, that's why we were so close because, our summers would consist of going to the track, you know what I'm saying, running hills, going to the weight room, things like that. You know what I'm saying? While other kids were having the sleepovers and the pizza parties and things like that. We were getting it in. So it almost like unknowingly ingrained a sense of like just hard work. You know what I'm saying? And then the results would pay off on the field, So I took that mentality and applied it to music now, you know what I'm saying? And just having that that ability to mentally be strong enough to continue to push forward and continue to keep going, even if you don't see things cracking right away. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard out here, man. A lot of people will get to a point, man, I've been doing this for how long? All right, man, it's a wrap. I'm good. I'm cool, man. I'm going to start,
How long would you say you've been doing it?
I put out my first official project in 2017. So that's 7 years now, right? Yeah. So it's been a ride.
How many projects you got out?
Damn, I want to say maybe like what? 11?
You're talking albums?
Well, he's got like EPs and stuff.
Yeah, right? To be honest with you, man, I don't know. I know it's like maybe
nice
like
little catalog already though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say maybe like 11, 12.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't know how many for sure, but it's up there.
And there was a.
So you agree?
There was a time I think that just being so deep and so involved in San Diego music, you were nominated for some awards, right?
Yeah.
Is that a deep cut to like?
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
The San Diego Music Awards. I was nominated last year and this year. Last year I was nominated for Album of the Year. Then this year I was nominated for Hip Hop Artist of the Year. I lost.
Congrats on that.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, that's cool.
I appreciate that. Nah, it was dope. It was dope. I lost last year and this year. I mean, it's cool to be recognized. Yeah. I'll say, and no shade to the San Diego Music Awards, because I think the event that they put on is dope.
Is it?
It's dope in the sense of what they put together, but as far as the hip hop category goes in San Diego and Dago, I don't think they do their due diligence on who's really making noise out here.
It's like a popularity contest.
It's more. I wouldn't even say that. I would say it's more of like a, who knows who in the committee. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the rest of the world, bro.
Yeah, I mean, there's relationship ties in there. I mean, to what, at least what I think so. But I'm not trying to throw shade at nobody. You know what I'm saying? The people who won, shout out to y'all. But it's cool to be recognized and nominated that way. But I much rather have recognition and respect from the people on the ground.
You kind of learn how it feels when it's like you see some of these when you watch like the Grammys or American Music Awards, and it's like wait a minute, how did that person? They aren't even in the genre.
You see all these artists popping out, and they give the award to Iggy Azalea.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, wait a minute.
It's like, hold on, wait, what? You just gonna beat
like over Eminem?
over
you know what I'm saying?
all these guys, man.
Whack.
Yeah. So,
but just like your song, Job's not finished. You know, bro. You're just going right now.
Job ain't finished, man.
Hey, don't trip.
No, not at all, man. If anything, it's motivation. You know, because like I said, for me, more than anything, what means more to me is the respect of the people on the ground. You know what I'm saying? The fans, for real. Like, I'd rather, like, the awards, that's whatever. That's for a couple of people in the committee. I'd rather have the people pop up to the shows and support and do all. That's where it matters to me. Yeah.
Like, when we were doing it back in the day, I think it was more like, you know, like, what's this person talking about?
Yeah.
It was lyrical. You know what I'm saying? And it was about the talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, it's not, you don't even got to have the talent
Yeah,
anymore.
man. It's a different game, man. A lot of it is marketing. You know, a lot of it is marketing. But going back to, you know, what you were saying about what you're saying and things of that nature in your song and in your music, that's something that my pops really instilled in me too, is, you know, is no wasted lines, he calls it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm making my music, don't just be saying
no fillers.
Don't just be saying things. Yeah, no fluff. Don't be saying things that just rhyme. You know what I'm saying? Like, really make sure you're saying something. You know, so I take that. I took that to heart, and I really make sure. That's why I take my time on my music, and I make a lot of music, but I don't put it all out because a lot of it is like I don't think it's ready, or I'm not really happy with it, or whatever the case is. You know, so as time goes on, I always make sure to continue to do that, continue to put out quality that I feel like is my best foot forward, but at the same time, not overthinking it, you know, because I feel like a lot of people can start overthinking it, and I'm just not going to put anything out because I want to make sure it's perfect. Yeah. I think the art of it is to really grow, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can hear it. If you go back to my first album, all the way down to this one,
you can hear the growth.
You can hear the growth. You know what I'm saying? So
that's cool to hear. And I like the humble stance you take, like on that one song where you're saying how the show was packed with 80 and it's not much, but I started with 2. I'm like, I love that.
Man,
I love that.
Yeah, like a lot of dudes will act like, oh, you only had, nah, bro. Killing it. I had 2 people on my first show, bro. Now I got 80 who paid $20 a ticket. Like, bro, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate things like that. You know, like, beautiful. I'm not going to be like,
it's the growth.
Yeah, man. Exactly.
Well, let's take it back to one of your first shows.
Mm-hmm.
So you've done what most people haven't done or probably will never do.
Yeah.
But you performed at the Apollo.
Oh yeah, man. That was crazy.
How was that?
That was a dope experience. I'll say that was crazy. I did the Apollo at 22. That was one that I'll never forget, man, because I was so nervous, and I didn't know. I knew about Showtime at the Apollo, but I didn't know. I'm thinking like, okay, you can only get booed if it's on TV. So I'm not going to be on TV. You know what I'm saying? And then when I get there, right before I go on, I found out that you can get booed, you know? And I was like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? And another thing about that is I remember we went to go eat around right before, because we did the sound check, right? Yeah, so before we went to eat, we did the sound check, and I had my pop stay with me. And then you know how the Showtime at the Apollo is. You could be singer, dancer, comedian, a bunch of different acts, whatever it is. It was all singers, right? And they all sang good. And I'm the only rapper. And I'm like, there ain't no way. There ain't no way. There was one person that wasn't good. And I was like, okay. I'm like, all right, I'm not going to get last, you know? But then I remember we were going to eat. And then I remember my pops telling me, he was like, listen, man.
Is that?
There it is. Sometime with the Apollo, man.
That's crazy.
I remember him telling me before I got on stage, he was like, listen, man, you gonna get booed, but keep going. And in my head, I was like, ain't no way. You just told me I'm gonna get booed, dog. Like, I'm tripping. I'm already nervous. And now you telling me I'm gonna get booed. And it's hilarious because in this video, you can see nobody's really rocking crazy like that. I'm so scared. I'm so nervous that I'm like angry. You know what I'm saying? And you can see it in my eyes, and everybody watching me. I'm making like intense eye contact with everybody in the crowd. There's other people on the side who aren't really messing with me. So then I'll go to the other side. You know what I'm saying? And you can hear it. And then they start rocking. And you can hear it if the audio, when you go type in Ray Riley to Apollo, you can hear a pen drop. All you can hear is one guy in the background. Yeah, yeah.
That's probably him right there. At the
Yeah, after every line,
in front of the
after
camera
every line, my pops is yeah, screaming.
That's dope.
And I think he was like me too, because he was nervous too, you know? Yeah.
Listen, better tell them make way. Back home in the basement, got them all tripping. I see it.
It's coming up. Hold on, it's gotta be coming up.
They have a dream, but they give up on it every time.
So you can hear him towards the end of the verse.
Probably because they witnessing something that they ain't used to. I am not the usual.
There you go. Look.
Yeah, that's all love right there.
That's hard.
That's support, bro.
You hear him?
So dope.
Sounds like he's gonna go now.
So dope.
How many years ago is this, Ray?
I was 22. This was 5 years ago.
Right on, bro.
Listen to the passion, really on the side. What's up in there? He knows.
That's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
Yeah, nah, that was a crazy
That
experience.
is so legit, though, right? Isn't
Yeah.
that so cool?
Nah, man, it was a crazy experience. And then like being backstage, because they show you everybody that's touched that stage. You see like guys like Denzel Washington, Chris Rock,
Yeah.
Lauren Hill. I don't even know so many like of the famous people you could think of. And I'm like, man, I'm about to go on here.
That's cool that your pops and you have this bond, you know?
Oh yeah, man. No.
What does your dad mean to you? What does he represent here?
Everything, man. That's my role model. You know what I'm saying? That's the guy I wanted to be like growing up. Even still now to this day. You know what I'm saying? I learned so much from him. You know, there's things that I see that I want to be like, and then there's also things that I see that like, okay, I can do things better like this. I can do, you know. But I have conversations with him all the time, man, about music, about life. He's the one guy that I feel like knows me more than anyone. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like my brain really works like his. You know, even down to how we address issues and address problems, how we think about it. You know what I'm saying? We really take time to think about the other side of it. You know, like if I do something to offend you, I'm gonna put myself in your shoes. Like, how is he looking?
Flip the script.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And he's taught me these things. You know, so that's my right hand, man. That's my ace.
I love that.
You know,
bro.
for sure, man, for sure.
Where you at? I see you reference God. Where you at with God?
Everything, man. God is the reason why I'm in music, man. To be honest with you, as I alluded to before, it was all football. You know what I'm saying? And I really feel like God put football in my life to prepare me for this right here. Because I really feel like, truthfully, this is my purpose. Music, I feel like when I'm doing it, no matter what's going on in life, stresses of work, relationships, whatever it is, I would always go back to music, and that would be the one thing that would make me feel good. You know,
isn't that crazy? So, like when you're football, I'm sure like your dream, like you said, it was to be LT 2.0.
Yeah.
At the time when those doors close, it's like, dang.
Yeah.
But then God opens up other doors, and next thing you know,
He's
you
got
look.
other plans.
Yeah, he's got other plans, and here you are, bro. It's crazy how God works.
I vividly remember, man, I got hurt in high school. I tore my hip and my labrum, and I remember, because the NFL was my dream, and I remember telling them, I was like, man, if I can't play ball, I'm not good at anything else. I don't know what I'm going to do, you know? And then God stepped in and was like, hold on, man, what about this?
Yeah, check yourself.
Yeah, hold on,
bro.
man, what about
I built
this?
you, homeboy.
Yeah, you
What?
know what I'm saying? So that's everything, man. Yeah, man, God is everything, bro. God is the reason why I'm in music right now, and I feel like this is my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Let my purpose bring me peace. I wrote that song so many years ago, and that is still relevant to this day to tenfold. You know what I'm saying? So
it's relevant to a lot of us. That's right?
Yeah.
What do you say? I mean, I personally, when I listen to your music, I love that aspect of it where I'm just like, I'm sick. There's something about God. Or
Same.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, those are cool little like moments, you know.
That's because you love the Lord, though, so you catch that,
so
you
it's
know?
a little different, But what would you say makes you different than other artists out?
What would I say, man? I would say I'm just authentically myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that that makes me better than anybody else, because I know there's other artists that are authentically themselves too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just being me, and there's nobody else that could be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm being the best version of myself, and I've generated enough people who are interested to hear what I have to say in my life experience. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. You're so genuine. You're about being real, but then you're a Drake fan. So then I'm like questioning, you know? I'm getting mixed signals here, bro.
I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan because all those guys have inspired me in one way or another.
I got it.
For different reasons. But what separates me from other people, man, is just the fact that I'm not other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm different. I'm myself. And you hear it in the music, you know, and I never pretend to be somebody I'm not.
So, but your pops is telling you, like, I don't talk about all this stuff that you're not doing.
Yeah.
How did you avoid getting involved in gangs or?
So that is actually because of him. He was in all of that. You know what I'm saying? He grew up in that lifestyle. He had to adapt to survive. You know what I'm saying? I've heard all the stories. I know about all the war stories that these guys have went through. By the grace of God, you know what I'm saying? And my pops was able to get me and my sister out of that area. You know what I'm saying? Because we were in that area. I was born in that area. We lived in that area for a while, but I was young enough to where it didn't leave a lasting impression on me. So I was able to go up and be a kid. You know, I was able to go and have, you know, play football and not have to worry about having, you know, sleepovers at the homies' houses and worrying about, you know, something popping off or anything. I was able to be a kid. So now as a grown man, I'm able to come back, but I'm a grown man now. So it's different. I'm not easily impressionable. I'm not hanging around this and that and doing things like that. I got my head on my shoulders.
Nah, you seem to be, for 27, bro, you got a good head on your shoulders right
I appreciate that, man.
I think that was one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on too. Was like, no, this dude's solid. Like, you know, like you would announce that you bought a house early on and like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're about your business.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And you can still handle, you know, dipping your foot in music and do, you know, to me, I was like, oh yeah, this dude's, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not like you're not wilding out. You're not like, you get it. And I think some of that stuff too also preps you for the big time. You know what I'm saying? Because
no, for sure.
Because some people aren't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Like once they reach a level of success or fame, like some people aren't ready for fame, dude.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for sure.
And so you know, maybe that's all prep.
No, 100%. I think, you know, for those guys that it happens really fast for, I think it's a double-edged sword. Because I think if you get there too soon, kind of like how you were saying, you're not mentally there. You're not mentally ready. So it kind of builds, all these moments right now build character. You know what I'm saying? Right. All these moments where right now I feel like I'm ready. Right now I feel like you can put me in there with these guys. I'm ready. But because nobody, or I'm not getting the recognition I feel like I deserve right now, it's all character building. You know,
it's all God's timing, boy. That's what it is. So who are you to rush? You know?
Exactly. So I'm gonna just keep
when it's game
me.
time, it'll be game time. But props to your dad, man, because I mean, molding a young man is like tough. I got 3 boys, and I could just see the pride on a couple of them. You know, so to see your dad as a source of wisdom, a lot of kids don't really
keep you humble.
And keep you humble. I love that's.
For sure.
You just see the fruits of that, you know. So props to your dad, because we need more fathers like that right now. A lot of the kids that we deal with, you know, don't have father figures like that. Yeah. And unfortunately, they fall for all these, you know, the tricks that are out. Yeah.
You feel that you like God has put you in a place where you've been rewarded by leveling up. Like every time you do something, like, okay, I'm doing the Apollo. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm getting radio love. Now my songs going viral or videos going. Like, how do you feel about that? Because man. At this point, you've even done. I mean, you've done more than most just with some of the stuff like the Apollo and all that. But like, you were on the Sway show too, right?
I was on Sway.
So that's Sway. Like next level, dude. That's something every hip hop artist wants, you know?
I was on Sway and they played Bring Me Peace, and they had people calling around the country like, yo, this is dope. You know, there was a segment called Get in the Game, and they played Sway in the morning. I mean, they played Bring Me Peace and Tatis, and both of those joints got mad love.
I like Tatis one.
Yeah, man. But to go back to what you were saying, it feels great, man, because it reminds me of football. You know what I'm saying? It reminds me of like, yo, you put in this work, you put in those hours in the gym, you're gonna see results.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep going. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel. I treat the studio like the gym. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in there putting reps in, getting songs out, putting my best foot forward, challenging myself. No wasted lines, just trying to make sure I put my best foot forward. And then you see over time as you keep going, these things start to happen. Now I'm sitting here with you guys. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, talk about the sore subject of your boy that knocked you or wasn't jamming with you.
Timbaland?
Speak on that.
Yeah, no, I'll say Timbaland, man. Timbaland knocked me, man. He said my song was I sent him Holy Talk, and he said that it was outdated. He doubled down, man. He was doing a lot.
Was it live on the air?
It was on TikTok. He had like this segment on TikTok where you pay him like $10, whatever, and then he'll rate your song. You know what I'm saying? He does it for a lot of people.
So you shot it.
So mind you, there's a whole like it wouldn't have been as hard if the surrounding factors weren't like messing me up. Like I had just got my Instagram page taken down, right? So I'm like,
what'd you do wrong right there? Pause on that.
So for that, I had this album called The Color of Dope, right? Mm-hmm. And I posted, I was promoting it, and I had a cell phone emoji with the snowflake and a brick, right? So it's like, okay, like I'm selling dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no drug dealer, but like this music is dope. Like I'm pushing dope with this music, right? But Instagram caught that and they're like, oh, this is a drug dealer. Take it down. Right? So I'm thinking like, okay, they just took down my post, whatever.
Yeah, we know someone else like that, right?
Yeah.
Their stuff got taken.
Yeah, no. So then I woke up. So the post got taken down. I'm like, all right, whatever, like cool. Like I won't post those emojis no more. Then I wake up and my page is gone. And I'm like, yo. So it's like a whole thing, right? Suspended. Then I get it back. Then it gets taken down again. And then now I'm just stuck in this cycle. Like I think I got stuck in like the IG cycle or so. It was one of the worst moments. I felt like one of the worst moments on this journey as an artist because you feel like you spend so much time building up your social media.
It's crazy how much weight you put on that too.
And then you start realizing like, wow, I put in so much weight on this one page. Yeah. And it gets taken away and I feel like all my work is just gone. You know what I'm saying? So mind you, so I say all that to say, I'm in the midst of that. That just happened like 2 days prior. So I'm already like, yo, it's bad. I have my listening party for The Color of Dope the next day before I send in the Timbaland stuff. So I'm like, okay, like, man, like I'm still trying to I just need a win right now because I need some confidence for this listening party, man. And so it's like a Hail Mary, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, let me send it in the Timbaland. Maybe he'll think it's dope.
He's going to spark.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, Timbaland's going to love my music and it's going to be good.
How
like,
confident were you when you shot it?
Oh, I've never I've always been like, yo, when I show people my shit, they gonna mess with it. You gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? So I sent it into him and mind you, I'm nervous. It's Timbaland.
Do they tell you when they're gonna play your stuff, or does it just like
no? You just top in on the live, and then he's like, "All right, who we got next?" And he's like, "Oh,
I heard your name, Ray
I heard
Riley.
the guy in the background. We got Ray Riley," and I'm like, "Oh shit,
here we go."
Yeah, I'm like, "Oh shit, here we go." And I see him, and I'm nervous, man. Like I've never been like, cause I'm like, this is an icon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, heavy hitter,
heavy hitter. So I'm like, Timbaland, and then I'm like, "What's good, OG?" You know, and he's talking, whatever. Yeah, introduce your song. It's a Holy Talk. He lets it play. And then, you know, when you watch people's reaction, you know, and you're watching them, like, they'll be there, and then, like, they'll do a little head bob, and then you're like, okay, I was watching them. And you can't see my face, but I can see his, and I'm watching it. I'm like, you about to love this shit, boy. And I'm waiting, and I just see him just like,
no head bob.
Nothing, just sitting there. And then immediately, so then now, my heart is going to my stomach. I'm like, oh, like, yo, he don't fuck with it. He don't like it. And then he's like, cut it. He's like, that shit dated as hell. Oh. And I was like, I didn't even know. I was shocked. In that moment, I was like, because that was not the response I was expecting. Yeah. Then he started doubling down. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even post all that, but it was enough.
How
for
bad
me.
Did it get?
It got bad. He was asking me how old I was, and you too old to be doing that, and that sound like EPMD, or he says he was just going in on me, man, and I was like,
I know they're pretty good.
I was like, yo, because in my head I'm like, this is like my biggest song, like everybody like this song, man, like how, you know what I'm saying, and but that moment, man,
what'd that do to you?
I'm not gonna lie to you, in the moment, even my Theo called me about it too. He called me about it. In that moment, it messed me up. I'm not gonna lie, it hurt in that moment because I needed a win. You know what I'm saying? So in that moment, I was like, damn. But then after I was able to lick my wounds and really see it for what it was, I was like, nah, man, I feel like I needed that because I feel like I'm being tested. You know what I'm saying? God is like, how bad do you want it, bro?
I
like,
love that.
You know what I'm saying? Because now I'm at a point now where it's like, bro, if y'all tell me my music is trash,
how much of a piece of shit that he is. You know, he's up there, man, and you know he should know how it feels coming up, and you're fucking you're at that point and you're trashing some fucking little kid trying to fucking.
Mikey, the good. That's an uncle love right there. Defending, I love it.
Hey, no, that's what I told him. I go, you know what? I go, fuck that guy, man. You know, he's nobody, man.
I love that you grew from that though. You know, that's that gave you that fire. You know,
that's what it is. Because now I'm at a point now where it's like, listen, if an icon could tell me my music is trash and I'm still going and going even harder. Can't nobody out here say that's gonna
prove him wrong. Man.
Jordan didn't make the basketball team, right? They gave him that fire, bro.
It lit a fire under me, bro. Yeah. Like I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that whole moment, it lit a fire under me because I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. Like that's how you feel, you know. One day I'll meet you, and he probably don't remember that moment, and I'm gonna just meet him and I'm gonna shake his hand. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be a moment for me. You know, I know he don't remember that, but for me, I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, you told me I wasn't nice.
He might have gave you the fire you needed, bro.
And that's what
honestly, you got to look at the blessing in disguise right there.
Not for nothing, though. He did say something at the end of it. He told me that he said you're not confident enough, and I was like, you know what? That's crazy. That's a moment. That's a lesson that I took from that. Is I got to be confident no matter who I show.
That was
my
the nugget,
shit to.
huh?
That was what I took from it. So after I was able to really digest it for what it was, I was like, all right, this is what I got to learn from it. And so that just made me go harder, man.
I love it.
Yeah, but then you got someone like Sway, like, you know what I'm saying? So like it balances.
Yeah.
Not everything is for everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, he's an icon, but he's one person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? There's a whole group of people. There's 500,000 people that like that song.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. Yeah. Almost. I'm putting 10 on. There's 475,000.
Hey, does the artist like you about to hit that number check? Like, oh, dude, I got another 10 more listens. How often do you really check those numbers? Does that matter to you?
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and say I don't check those numbers.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter, right?
I check them. I look at them just to get a gauge at what's being received well and what isn't.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like as an artist, this is also a business. So you have to, you know, you're making art, but you also have to be mindful of like, okay, what are the fans? What do they like? Yeah. They like this kind of style. They don't really like that kind of style. Maybe you should try this next time. You know what I'm saying? I treat it like a business too, you know? So
I love that.
I'm not just going to sit here and just make music that, you know, I do make music that I enjoy, but at the same time, like I said, you got to be tapped in with the fans and what they like as well.
I got a question. If somebody's trying to get into music, me and Ruben, we try to get people like you a little bit of wisdom, let's say, in music. Yeah. Somebody who's barely trying to get started, what advice do you got for somebody like questioning, like, should I do music or not? I kind of feel like I do. Trying to grab their first mic. Like, what advice would you give somebody right now, day one, that'll help them out, skip a couple heartaches on the way?
Some cheat codes.
Some cheat codes, some nuggets.
You gotta love it, man. You gotta do it when nobody tells you to do it. You know what I'm saying? Nobody should have to go tell you, hey, man, you should go try to write some verses, write a song.
Take it serious.
Take it serious. Don't half-ass it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you half-ass it, you're going to get half-ass results. Yeah. You know, don't be in there like, you know, try to put your best foot forward. Even if you feel like it's not as good as the guys you look up to, it don't matter. Everybody got their own journey, their own path. Yeah. You're going to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, even for myself, like, I always tell myself I should never look at the music I make right now 3 years, a year from now and be like, yeah, I should look back at it like, that's not it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should constantly be leveling up. You know what I'm saying? So
I remember, I think it was the first time that we went to record anything, you know, we showed up to Mike's pad. We're recording it at his house. I think it was in your bedroom. And I didn't have my lyrics. And I was like, I think I wrote some ideas, whatever. And he kicked me out. And
who did?
Like, Mike Ski. He was like, you know what? He's like,
Mike, what happened to being nice to the young man that got a dream to fulfill, bro?
No, but check it out.
You know, that's fine. Just don't waste my time.
Exactly. That's what it was.
I love that.
And so he said,
you know, if you're here to record, Be prepared.
Don't waste
That's what he
people's
told me.
time. That's such a big.
That's what he told me. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, why don't you leave? Let people who are ready to record lyrics do their thing, and you come back when you're ready. But if you're not ready, then don't come back.
No,
we can kick it.
Those are wise words.
We can go to Los Taquitos and get some rolled tacos and chill. But in the studio is the business. Like, we're doing this. Don't waste my time.
That's actually.
And I was like, ouch, Mike. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's huge.
And that was legit. So I had to go back and like come back ready.
That's wise words, Mike.
Yeah, no, that's huge. Because even when I was going to studios, because now I have my own setup at my crib, but when I was going back to what he was saying, I would get straight to it. If I got 2 hours, I got everything here. I'm not writing nothing in there. No, everything is here. This is how I want it to sound. This is what we're doing. Boom, boom, boom. How many songs can I do? I could get 3 in 2 hours. All right, let's do that. I'm not sitting there trying to, hey man, so just roll one other. Nah, I don't want nobody with me. It's me and the engineer. That's it. Let's get it. Okay, boom. We're done with this one. Let's get this one.
That's what Mike would say. He's like, you're here to do it. Like, no, it's not a party right now.
It's not a party. It's business.
You go do all that over there. And the other part that like makes you nervous too is like, we would go in there and you just never knew who was gonna pop up. Like, oh, so Robbie Rob's on the other side of this? Oh, Willie Will's gonna. Oh. You know what I'm saying? So you're nervous. You're just like, damn, I'm just trying to do this little thing over here, and the big homies are like
setting the bar.
You know what I'm saying?
They sitting there watching you. Like,
so it gets you nervous, man. But you know, it's the lessons that we learn throughout that I've been able. Like my son was asking me these questions the other day. He's like, so like. Because he records in the garage. He goes and he's got his mic and he does his thing. But he's like never been in a big studio to record or, you know, something outside of that. And so I was like, dude, you just need to link up with Mike and just get a wealth of knowledge from Mike Ski. Yeah. Because I was like, what I learned, I picked up from Mike Ski. And then, you know, everything else from there when we were in bigger studios, like recording POD and all these other guys. So it was just like learning all along the way, you know. So now it's like, you know, you pass it down to the next generation. You know, let these guys soak up game, you know.
So why San Diego? Why do you have such a big love for San Diego? Where does that?
It's just where I'm from, man. That's where I'm from. That's the city my pops is from. My pops represents, and it's just in the bloodline, man. I feel like my whole family, like even in here, man, everybody from Dago, man. Like, so it's only right. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think it was much of a choice. You know
what's your phone number had a different?
I know. What's up?
It's the 951, man. It's the IE. It's the IE area code, man. That's what that's the number
After
I got.
Looking at your area code would determine you might not be a San Diego.
Listen, man, that's the area code I got when I first got my phone. I told y'all from elementary to high school, so I wasn't having.
You gotta change that, dog.
I might have to, man. I might have.
Don't might do it.
I might.
So who does your production now?
Me, man, out of the crib. I mean, as far as the beats go, I'm just scouring online, man. Scouring online.
No San Diego heads?
Nah, man. The only San Diego head I've worked with on a beat out here was for the Tatis, and his name was O'Keefe. Shout out to my man O'Keefe. He
nice
made that
beat too.
It was crazy. It was a crazy beat. But that's something that I want to do as well. That's something that I have on my list as well. So I want to link up with more producers out here.
I love the sports references you have in your music and also in your names of your songs. Yeah, that's legit, bro.
Oh yeah, no,
sports is a big part of your life, obviously.
Huge part of my life, man. Like I said, it's what ingrained my brain to. I think I took all my mentality from sports and football and everything that I did, track, basketball, everything, implemented it into the music, man. I feel like that prepared me for this journey right here.
Are you a Padre fan?
Of course.
Who's your favorite player?
Oh, come on, man. Tatis, baby. Nah, I'm a Padre fan for sure, man. Right, of course. That's the only team that's still here. Yeah. We don't got no basketball, no football. They need to bring the Clippers back.
You saw their G League's going to Oceanside or something like that?
I saw that, and I was getting excited. I'm like, man, hopefully they bring the Clippers back because I'll be a diehard Clipper fan if they come back to San Diego, man. That'll be crazy.
So what is the plan? Where's Ray Riley see himself in 10 years? What are the goals?
The goals, man, is to make a living off of music. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to have a beautiful home, everything I need off of music. You know what I'm saying? The 9 to 5 is cool, and I'm not knocking the 9 to 5, but for me, I want to make a living off of my art that I create.
What's the 9 to 5? Speak on your 9 to 5 that way.
9 to 5, man. You know what I'm saying? I work in IT right now. I'm in the IT department. You know what I'm saying? And it's dope.
Dream killer. It's the dream killer.
Yeah, we call it the dream killer every 9 to 5.
I would say this.
We partake in those.
I think the 9 to 5, I look at it as a way to pay for your dream until your dream pays for itself. You know what I'm saying? I look at these 9 to 5s like I'm just passing through. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be here for, this isn't my destination. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we all got bills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we got to take care of that. But
it hurts to fulfill other people's dreams, right? When you show up to work, it's like, man, what about my dreams?
I mean, for me, my dreams are always in my head. You know what I'm saying? So even when I'm sitting there, even when I'm doing whatever, I'm getting my bars off of my phone on the side. I'm thinking about what next moves I'm going to do. I'm thinking about this video. I'm thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always, like I said, my mentality is I'm there, but I'm just passing through, man. I'm just passing through until this next step pops up. You know what I'm saying?
That's a positive way to look at it.
100%.
I tell people, because a lot of times we get caught up in the 9 to 5s and you forget about your purpose or your passion, and there's no time for it. Or we say, maybe you're a parent, maybe your work, you work a little extra hours. Yeah. You always got to visit that dream and purpose, whatever it is. If it's art, draw some,
Yeah.
And music, do something with it, right? But
always, man. Always.
It's a trip, how.
Yeah.
Now, we always ask, like, what's the give back? What would you do, like, if say you're doing what you're doing, where's the heart at? Like, where's your passion to, like, we were talking to one of the other homies, and he was like, dude, I want to, work with youth, or I want to help them teach, like, some classes with art or do something.
Yeah.
But what would be the give back for you? Like, you're doing something. How can we work together to give back?
How can we get connected to bless the community or youngsters or wherever your heart is? I don't know.
I mean, man, I want to give back in a lot of ways, man.
What's the one, though? Which one?
The one I would either say through football or music. You know what I'm saying? Getting these kids while they're young, you know what I'm saying? And teaching the youth about music and because I mean that's a wide variety, right, as far as like what people value in music. You know what I'm saying? So that is something that I want to do, and I also want to. And shout out to Citywide Ballers. I made a track for them for their youth football league. So I feel like football, because it's such a big part of my life, that's something that I want to come back and give back to in the community as well. All these youth football leagues out here, all these youth sports leagues, really, you know what I'm saying? Keeping the kids out of the streets and doing something productive.
I love that.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely the youth, for sure.
We gotta talk about how we could team up.
Yeah, because we've been going into the juvenile hall out here in East Mesa.
Yeah.
And we've done a couple of events already, but I'd love to see how we can.
Yeah, maybe you could go in there and perform a couple songs for the boys. A couple of them guys are gonna love music.
Let me know, man. Let me know.
What we're gonna do June 29th.
Okay.
We're gonna go in and we're gonna do a little something. So
yeah.
It'd be cool even if you just came in just to kind of scope it out and see.
For sure. What. Let me know.
But,
also for when we do these quarterly members only events here, if you're down to come perform and meet some folk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that'd be really nice. I think.
Come shake some hands.
Definitely.
Do a little acoustic, private little set, little something that maybe you haven't done before.
There go my DJ right there.
Boom.
We're gonna make it happen.
Got it.
Yeah.
See that I love the next generation like doing it. You know what
I'm saying? Yeah. It's my Theo Michael's son, man. That's my DJ, man. DJ Miggs.
Son, we got
Willie
Wilson. It's a beautiful thing.
Did we already say who would you invite on the podcast right here if you had 3 names to drop? Did we say that on the air?
No, I don't think so.
No. Who would you recommend we connect with out here?
DJ Mike Ski. Willie, no. Who would I say, man? There's a lot of dope artists out here. Kazi's a dope artist. He's a guy that's featured on Holy Talk.
Okay.
B Rail's another dope artist. I did a lot of songs with him. Shan Black is somebody that I think is really dope that you guys would like.
Okay.
Rick Scales. There's a lot of artists, man.
We got those
DJ Miggs, you know what I'm saying? Even if we go in DJs, you know what I'm saying? I feel like now it's like, we're the next generation, and I just seen him. He was doing venues in downtown now, so he's really buzzing now too. So like our names are getting built up, you know what I'm saying? And it's great to see. You know what I'm saying? So definitely.
Where can people follow you?
At The Real Ray Riley. So I know I got 2 pages, but the main page is at The Real Ray Riley on Instagram, and that's everywhere. That's TikTok, YouTube, at The Real Ray Riley. The other one is Really Ray Riley. I use that one too, but that's the backup joint. That's the joint that got taken down. So I'm still kind of like shaky on that. So The Real Ray Riley is the joint to follow me at.
What's your favorite food, Ray?
Favorite food? Damn.
Portuguese.
Portuguese, man. That's I know I got to get in touch with my roots over there. What's my favorite food, bro? That's hard. It just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite taco spot?
My favorite taco spot, I like Don Ramon's a lot.
Where's that at?
That's right there in La Mesa, right there by State area.
I never had that one.
Don Ramon.
What you get from there?
What do I get? I'll get the carne asada. I'll get the street tacos. I like the Cali Bees.
Okay. Who has better food, Mexican food? Your 951 or our 619?
Come on, man. Jokester.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Jokester.
Hey, so are you getting any radio love?
Jamming 95.7, man. Shout out to Beto and DJ Jam.
Beto. What Beto do right there? Beto is
they showing me love. Actually, shout out to my Theo Michael. He was the one when I first got out here. I think I was about I was still in college. So I think I was like 20, 21 at the time. They had a show. It was like a live show they had where we would get on and freestyle. It was me and another artist, and he was like holding up the paper. You can see if you type in Ray Riley, jamming 95.7.
Beto was running that?
Beto was running that.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, man. So shout out to Beto and DJ Jam though, man. They got my stuff in rotation over there.
Dude, Beto shows a lot. Beto has a heart for like young.
Beto's tapped in, man. I shout out to Beto, man.
That's definitely our brother, bro. He rocks with us hard.
I'm trying to get with him, man. I'm trying to get with him still. I know he's a busy man.
I seen him on Sunday.
Yeah.
And he's like, dude, what's up? I seen that you guys were doing the podcast again.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man, just trying to get some artists. Who do you think we should get on?
Yeah.
First thing he was like, dude, get on Ray Riley.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
Dope.
And I was like, yeah, we're linking up with him on Tuesday.
Dope. Yeah, no, I didn't
linking up with him on Tuesday.
That's so legit.
He was already like showing the love.
Oh yeah, no, he's dope, man. I chopped it up with him a few times on the Instagram live too, man. Yeah. So no, he's cool, man. He's dope.
I think he's kind of got his thumb on the pulse of what's happening.
Oh man, he's that's what I'm saying. I've been trying to link with him, but I know he's a busy dude.
You know what? He's like humble. He's like,
oh yeah,
he's
for
a
sure,
dude, bro. He shows my kids so much love. Through Love Thy Neighbor, we had a DJ class, and to help youth that are interested in music, because a lot of times these youth come up like, oh, what are you gonna be, a landscaper? You're gonna go Southwestern College. Mm-hmm. They don't really have these other options like music or DJing. So through Love Thy Neighbor, we had an event, and Beto had classes, and it was nice to see, man, that all these kids were.
He's been down since day one with the Love Thy Neighbor thing. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Beto, shouts out to Beto, man, for sure.
And are you getting any radio love anywhere outside of San Diego?
Nah, man. I mean, other than Jamming 95.7, I was on Sway. I was on Hot 97 with Peter Rosenberg. You know what I'm saying? So that was another dope look. But other than that, man, I wouldn't say so.
You you think you get more love on like East Coast stuff than you do on...
I'll say this, man. If I was on the East Coast, I feel like I would be a lot bigger than what I am right now. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like my sound is very East Coast oriented because that's what I grew up on. You know what I'm saying? My pops, he's from Cedro, but he's originally from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up on all East Coast sound, really. So that's what, even with my ear is more so attracted to that East Coast sound versus the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man. I mean, shit, out here, you know what I'm saying? If we can get people to like us out here going to the East Coast, I feel like, I mean, that's the mecca of hip hop. So, I mean, both coasts, you know. So
you can conquer that easily.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I can conquer it, but I feel like it'll be, my sound is a lot more conducive to what's going on out there versus out here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where's Timberland live at?
Let's go find
I don't know, but he gonna hear me.
He got the homie Timberland over there.
Yeah, he gonna hear me one day.
I love that though. I love how you represent San Diego. I love what you're doing. I think you're like very talented. You got a good head on your shoulders. Obviously, your pops is raised a good man from a solid bloodline.
Yes, sir.
I love that your roots are from the South Bay. That's just on my personal.
The humility aspect of it.
Yeah,
too,
for a young man, we need more young men like that. And I think I know you're not even thinking this, or I don't know if you are, but you're definitely setting a good example for like I got 3 teenagers, and I think just the way you're moving and the way you speak and the way you run your music, like you said, not glorifying the street life a little bit, because a lot of young men make mistakes and glorify, and then their homies end up not with us, and you're not wasting your talent. I like how you said how you're driven and
there's the Instagram right
appreciate that, man. Yep, that's the page, man. That's the real Ray Riley, man. That's the one that's solid. You know what I'm saying? The other one is good too. It's a little shaky, but this the main one right here. This the one we running off of, man.
So make sure you guys follow.
Yeah, man. That's
share some stuff.
Oh, I saw that you came out on a boxing. Huh?
Walked out the homie on UFC Fight Pass, man. He was on
cool.
TV. He asked me to come pop out. You know what I'm saying? So I drove out there and walked him out. It was dope. That was my first time going to like a live boxing event. It was a trip. How many people? I was like, damn, it's crazy. No, it was dope.
Man, that's. I mean, you've done more than most.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to make it happen, baby.
You stay committed. That's good, bro. Yeah. Stay active and keep doing what you're doing.
Keep me posted on the shows, man, because I want to experience a Ray Riley show.
I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, man. I got a video coming out pretty soon for the Rookie of the Year for the joint. So I'm gonna have a viewing party for it. So y'all should definitely. I'll let y'all know the official date. It's not
Who's that talking at the beginning of Rookie of the Year? Is that your
that's
box?
Not Speaker Box. That's the voice of the city, man. Shout out to Speaker Box. That's actually somebody y'all really should get on here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
who is he?
Speaker Box. Speaker Box, the voice of the city. You can find him on IG. He got a lot of traction out here. He's a big he's a big name out here, man. He's he reached out to me, man, because I performed at this spot called Phantom Lounge in downtown. That's how I met him. And then he reached out to me and he was like, yo, man, like let me DJ drama one of your tracks. I was like, what? And I'm like, oh, bet. I'm like, oh yeah, I know what you're trying to do for sure. Yeah, so I had a song ready for him, sent it to him, and he made it feel like big. You know what I'm saying? So he did exactly what I wanted him to do to the 10th power. So
connect us with that dude then. Sounds like he's
that's
besides the other boys.
No, that's one that for sure I think y'all should definitely get on here. Speaker Box for sure. I'll definitely set y'all up with that.
Let's get that one in.
That's a good one. That's a good one for sure. Big personality, man. He's dope. He's starting off in the video. It's gonna be good. I'm excited for everybody to see it. But yeah,
love it.
Dope. Yeah. Well, man, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, big time, bro.
I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, this was official, man. I like this setup, man. Y'all, I appreciate y'all.
Now you got connected with Eric, with us. We'll work together some way, somehow.
Anything else we gotta add? You want to add anything before we?
Nah, man. Just make sure y'all keep streaming Rookie of the Year. You know what I'm saying? New visuals coming out soon. I got another joint coming out real soon as well. On what is this? May? It's May, right? May, the end of May. So May 31st, I got another joint coming out as well. We're just gonna keep working, man.
I love that, bro.
Keep going,
Mike,
baby.
Anything?
The uncle.
What?
The proud uncle.
Timberland pissed him off, bro.
He's upset at Timberland still.
Right? What do you think, Eric? We good?
Yeah, man, we're good.
Hey, Eric, making the magic happen. We're very thankful to be here in his studio, like you said, and hopefully you can work with Eric too, man. He makes things happen
definitely.
around. You see his level of skill here.
His level of magic.
We definitely doing that. That's a Mando for sure.
Yeah, but
cool. Well, thanks for having us, man. Thanks
No.
for coming on and hanging with us.
I appreciate
with us
y'all.
old cats.
Yeah, old heads, bro. Get it right.
So we, to me, I was like, dude, this will be the perfect, it's just bridging the generations.
No, it was it was easy, perfect alignment.
That's cool, man.
Appreciate it, man. And
appreciate you.
dude, anytime you want to come on, promote anything or work with us on anything,
Appreciate
let us know.
Yeah, man. Pray God continues to bless you and open up doors or close the ones He has to, and
yes, sir.
Yeah, man. God bless you and yours, man, and your path, and just keep. What'd he say?
Close Timberland's
doors.
Yeah, I hope he continues to close. Okay.
There you have it.
Dope, man.
The Connected Show. Make sure you guys tune in, share, and hit the like button, do all that good stuff, and bada boom, bada bing, we out.
There we go.
We out of here. Connected Show.
Peace.
Stay blessed.